Welcome to the Vineet Loya show. The goal of this podcast is to share with you the information, knowledge, wisdom I acquired from various sources, like by listening to different podcasts, by reading different books, or even interacting with people in real life. Like every single one of you, my life is a collection of my experiences, and these experiences are sometimes insightful, sometimes even dumb. And I hope both of these help you in your personal life. Thank you so much for listening. Let's talk about the issue which is impacting every one of us. Whether you are rich or poor, powerful or powerless, famous or infamous, globalist or nationalist, I'm not talking about death. I'm talking about the death bringer, the climate change crisis. I get it. Climate has been changing since the birth of our planet, and Earth went through different cycles of extreme hot and extreme cold climate, and ever since life came into existence, life survived these cycles, and it will survive these cycles even if humans cease to exist. Every being on this planet is contributing to the change in the climate, some more than the others. For instance, take diatoms. These tiny microorganisms produce about 20% of oxygen on Earth. 20% of the oxygen on Earth. Let that sink in for a second. Imagine how much oxygen one diatom produces. The answer is negligible. So minuscule that it will hardly make any impact. But zillions of these microalgae together produce 20% of Earth's oxygen. Now picture how much impact billions of humans make on Earth just by sheer existence. Now factor in if our net impact is positive or negative. It shouldn't be a surprise that deforestation, burning of fossil fuels, and exploiting all the natural resources will eventually set things into motions which cannot be undone. And the data is clear. Earth's climate is changing in the direction where human survival will become difficult. The human era of over 12,000 years will eventually end if we don't act now. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just revealing the bitter truth. Earth underwent several mass extinctions in the past. It naturally is heading towards the next. It's up to us if we accelerate it or decelerate it. Whether you agree or disagree with human-caused climate change, it's already impacting you right now. It's already increasing the global temperature. It's already raising the sea level. It's already intensifying natural calamities. And this is just the beginning of the end. The irony is not lost on me when I say that climate crisis will end the world. When throughout my life, I was making fun of doomsday predictors. The primary difference between the doomsday predictors and climate advocates is intention. The doomsday predictors want the world to end, whereas the climate advocates want to save the world. The doomsday predictors believe that God, whatever that means, can end the world, whereas the climate advocates can prove that humans are killing the planet. So if our actions is killing the planet, then just by changing our actions, we can save the planet. Actually, more like save us. Because Earth will survive even if the rise in sea level will destroy the coastal cities. Earth will survive even if all the trees are chopped down. Earth will survive even if forest fires burn everything within its perimeter. Earth will survive even if oil spills contaminate the rivers lakes, and oceans, Earth will survive even if all the toxic gases emitted in the atmosphere will react with clouds and pour down as acid rain. Earth will survive all of these and more. And I'm sure that life will survive somehow as well, but humans on the other end, not so much. At this point, you might be thinking that your personal impact on the overall climate change is too little. And shouldn't the government address this? Moreover, what can you do about this? You're right. Your net impact on overall climate change is negligible. And the governments have to change the policies which contribute to the bigger percentage of climate crisis. However, like a single diatom which produces zillionth percentage of oxygen in the Earth's atmosphere, we all have to play our part. I understand that every one of us have a complex life with responsibilities, aspirations, problems, and yet we manage to contribute to the society. Likewise, we can play our part in tackling the climate crisis just by changing our mindset. I want to share with you 5 different mindsets which you can incorporate within your lives and minimize your personal carbon footprint. I call it E.A.R.T.H Mindset. The E in the E.A.R.T.H Mindset is to invest in eco-friendly economy and divest from eco-harmful economy. The A in the E.A.R.T.H Mindset is to be aware and share the awareness. The R in the E.A.R.T.H Mindset is to reuse before recycling. The T in the E.A.R.T.H Mindset is to travel by using eco-friendly transportation. The H in the E.A.R.T.H Mindset is to be hygienic by taking care of your mental and physical health. One of the ways you can incorporate this in your everyday life is by applying to specific categories. For an example, let's say if you are in a grocery store buying food, just wait for a second and check if the fruits and vegetables you selected are grown in an organic way or if it's being treated with environmental harmful pesticides. Remember, you are not just what you eat, you are what you ate. So the conditions in which your food is grown impacts you, like how the nutrients within the food impacts you. So be aware of the nutrients within the produce, as well as be aware of the shelf life and consume it before it goes bad. While cooking, be conscious to not overcook because that will kill the vital nutrients your body needs. I often picture the source of my food, such as the nutrients it absorbed from the soil and all the people who made it possible for me to consume the meal. This little exercise makes me grateful for the food on my plate and encourages me to not waste any food. Actually, not wasting food is one of the life lessons I inherited from my parents. And when I'm on road, I try out different cultural cuisines. Traveling opens the door into other cultures, and for me, this door happens to be of some restaurant. When you try out different cuisines, you will not only tap into a wide variety of food nature has to offer, but also learn what works well with your body chemistry. By carefully listening to your body's feedback, you can create an optimum diet for yourself, which will improve your overall health. I would love to hear back from you the various ways you can choose to use this E.A.R.T.H mindset. Thanks for watching.